to the 2024 Title Holders and Rescue Parade. My name is Patrice Lim. I am the proud Mama Bear of Southwest Akita Tactical Rescue. Thank you. I am humbled tonight to share the stories about these amazing babies and their journey. It is an honor to serve our magnificent breed. Please welcome to the ring Zeus and Natalia Doherty. MBISS, AKC, GCH, UKC, CHRACEA, DASH, Moonlight's Cape Shore Zeus, AOM, DCAT, FDC, TKN, CGC, UKT, Top Dog Award. This is from his mama. If I had to describe Zeus in one word, it would be polite. And he hasn't met many strangers. Zeus enjoys riding on the side-by-side with us on trails in Maine. He would rather chase the bunnies in Fast Cats than run around in the show ring. Zeus was bred by Christina Stanley, his co-owner. We are totally enjoying watching his litters grow up, whether they are companion pups or show dogs, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for them. Welcome, Zeus. Please welcome Moose and Janine Roth. Moose was sold to a puppy mill when he was very young. This puppy mill was one of the worst and was finally forced to close by court order. Moose found himself at auction at around 2 years old. He had been completely shaved because his long coat was severely matted. Thankfully, he was saved that day through Zach's mission and the much-needed help of Sherry Lockram. Sherry saw that he had the sweetest disposition and made a call to Janine Roth and said, "Have I got the dog for you?" Moose lived with his Akita sister Cody until she passed and now has a new sister, Treasure, from Midwest Akita Rescue Society. Moose is now 10 and a half years old and lives his best life in Oklahoma City with his mom and dad, Lane and Janine. He has spent the last 8 years enjoying what he loves, laying on the porch and watching the world go by with the freedom of acres to roam. He naps in the shade and gets lots of kisses and loving from his mom every night without fail. Moose is indeed the bestest boy and deserved nothing more than to be saved that day. Big warm welcome to Moose. Thank you, Janine. Next up, Shadow and Judy Scheffler. Please welcome them. Shadow was abandoned in a pen in south central Missouri without food or water. As he periodically drove by, a Good Samaritan delivery driver concluded that Shadow and a female Akita were deserted and took them in. He contacted a local rescue who alerted Midwest Akita Rescue Society. Mars. Upon arrival at Mars, an emaciated Shadow weighed less than 75 pounds. This dismal history didn't break his spirit or diminish his outgoing and friendly nature. A lover of all people, he enthusiastically welcomes visitors with a toy and his classic Akita talk. Even at the vets, Shadow is the perfect breed ambassador, as his affectionate and amusing antics wins staff over to this so-called big, scary Akita. The origin of his stubby tail is unknown. Big warm welcome to Shadow and Judy Shepler. Please welcome Yoki, whose name means joyous life, and Sandy Road to the ring. Yoki came to Sandy from Mars, formerly Captain Jack. He was one of several surrendered to the Franklin County Animal Shelter, North Carolina, in 2017. He has loved agility and scent work, but it was scent work that helped him overcome his trepidation with new environments and people. Now he loves to travel and little phases him. In January, he earned his elite championship from the National Association of Canine Scent Work. Since then, they have competed at the summit level in Wyoming, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. This summer, he began his AKC scent work journey, and we look forward to the scent work trials here this week. Welcome, Yoki and Sandy. Please welcome Chap and Dr. Ilka Wagner Van Zandt. This is from Dr. Ilka. I'll never forget the video I saw of Chap on Facebook that afternoon. I must have watched it 10 times. Here is this sweet-looking senior Akita boy sitting, shaking, walking on a loose sleeve with a set and euthanasia date of only 5 days away. How could this be possible?
That no one wanted this dog. I had just lost my sweet Yukon the day before this, and it was still very raw.
But something inside me told me that he was the reason I was seeing this video. How could I help this dog? He was in Los Angeles and I was in Texas. I reached out to Joanne with Bear and Patrice with SWAT, asking for advice on how to pull this boy and get him to me. It was decided that he would go into rescue through Bear, and I would foster him for as long as need be. 3 other folks need mentioning on saving Chap's life. Judy Takamatsu for going and temperament testing him and pulling him out of the shelter. Patricia Etherington for giving him a home for a few days to decompress while arranging transport. And Candy Costa for bringing him all the way from Los Angeles to Texas. Also the Los Angeles shelter. They had him for 2 months because everyone loved him and no one wanted to see him euthanized, but they couldn't keep him there forever. Chap has been with me since August, and of course I fell in love with him. Such a sweet dog, settled right in, no aggression towards the other dogs, and always a friendly tail wag and kisses for anyone that asks. Everyone that meets him loves him, and now we have been blessed to find him a home in Pennsylvania with another Akita girl, also adopted from Bear. So here we are in Peoria, Illinois, telling his story, then on to his new home from here. I'm proud to be a stepping stone for the senior boy who deserves a couch and family to call his own. Chap, you are an awesome boy. Thanks for making some difficult days brighter for me. I'll always know that Yukon sent you to me. Have a wonderful life. and we're debating about not getting another dog. Sandy Pearson texted us and told us about a 6-year-old Akita near us needing a new home. My wife and I decided we would go visit and check out Poe, not thinking we would probably be bringing him home with us. Poe's owner had changed jobs, and he was spending most of his time shut in the garage. When we got there, it was love at first sight. When Poe stood and put his feet on my shoulders and gave me a big kiss, Akita kiss, it was a done deal. My wife said that there was no doubt at that point. I've said numerous times, I'm not sure who saved who. Poe has blessed us, and I would encourage anyone to consider a rescue dog. Welcome, Poe and Daddy Dave. I hope no one here will mind if I share a Christmas story I wrote a few years ago. The story is titled, How Colby Brought Back the Magic to Christmas. There comes a time in all our lives when childhood begins to wane, and along with it, the magic and belief in Santa. Christmas becomes less of a whimsical affair. No looking up in the sky on Christmas Eve at the possibility of seeing a sleigh dart past the stars. No waking up in the middle of the night to the sounds of crinkling paper and jingle bells, our hearts pounding with exhilaration. No rush to hop out of bed before sunrise, exuberant squeals or giggles, or just standing in awe of the season's enchantment. And then 4 years ago, we found ourselves completely turned around. In September of 2020, a handsome 3-year-old male Akita by the name of Colby was surrendered to the Espanola, New Mexico shelter by his family because they were moving. Due to an autoimmune disorder, Colby was losing his sight and in tremendous pain. But a wonderful rescue gentleman, Mr. Ed Goodman, saved him. Mr. Goodman posted a plea for someone to foster Colby while he would have eye removal surgery. And a beautiful gal in Albuquerque stepped up and not only took him in, she fell in love with Colby. She provided a loving home for Colby, and he received the warmth, comfort, affection, and love he had missed so much. While he recovered from his surgery, that wonderful staff at the Espanola, New Mexico shelter and the Associated Veterinary Clinic performed at no cost to his rescue. Because Colby continued to become anxious around other dogs whose body language he could no longer read, it was decided he would do best with a group that understood the needs of his breed and would help him find his forever home. We will be forever grateful to Ed Goodman of Tootsie's Vision and Joanne Diamond, Big East Akita Rescue, for their expression of confidence. That November, a wonderful gentleman, Mr. Chuck Cheney, who lived in Texas at the time, picked up Colby on a snowy morning in Albuquerque and gave him a ride to Phoenix, Arizona. Mr. Cheney shared with us that our cutie pie, Colby, was the perfect passenger. The next few weeks consisted of the staff at a wonderful boarding facility, loving him up, playing with him. One of our SWAT rescue volunteers, who has the heart of a warrior, taking Colby on a long walk to the park and lake every morning, rain or shine. And people all around the country as well as Canada, pulling for this sweet, tender-hearted boy. We prayed morning and night that Colby would be his forever home by Christmas. Someone even made a secret wish when blowing out the candles on her birthday cake. On Friday, December 18th, God answered our prayers and lovingly placed Colby in the arms of a beautiful couple who, to no surprise to us, immediately fell in love with him. And we felt it. We felt the magic again. An absolute sense of joy, both powerful and inspiring. It's the stuff we should all be grasping for. It's something we wish for everyone this year. For many of us haven't felt it in far longer than we'd like to admit. This coming Christmas, let's all let our gaze linger on the glimmering lights and ornaments as we are seeing them for the first time. Let's indulge in the sparkling sugars and sprinkles and frosting. Let's surrender to the magic that dances through the air as freely as the falling snowflakes this time of year. Let yourself believe again in something, in anything, in Santa, in God, in each other. Let's embrace this gift while we can. It just feels so good. This year, once again, we want to wish Merry Christmas to our precious teddy bear, Colby, and his mommy and daddy. Thank you, everybody. Just want to take a moment to thank everybody who supports rescue. We're fighting a hard fight, and we appreciate your support so much. I'm in admiration of all of our rescue warriors that are not only here tonight to support this beautiful event, but who fight day in and day out to save our magnificent breed. So let's give them a big round of applause. They so deserve it.